listening to Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM.
You've heard the phrase, something smells fishy. But for the brave and beautiful woman you're about to meet, that smell.
Brave and beautiful. Brave and beautiful.
Why adjectives? How is she brave and beautiful?
Because she smells like a fish.
What's brave about that? I'm not afraid to stink around
She's
everyone.
A hero.
She'd shoot herself.
That's really not a choice.
Yeah. The bravery of this woman to stink and still go to work.
Brave. You're beautiful. No, the clothespin on my nose, don't mind.
The woman you're about to meet, that smell is the story of her life. And no doctor can help her. Here's Deborah Roberts.
The touching music.
She's got looks. Camille's a former model.
She's eating a worm.
Former model.
Cool.
For Field and Stream. It's the scratch and sniff edition.
Camille's a former model. She's got brains, an honors degree, a master's in teaching. But she's got something else, too. Something less desirable.
Ominous.
Students wouldn't want to come near me. They would say things like, ooh, this classroom stinks like dead fish. They would call me Miss Fishy.
Put Camille, who asked us not to use her last name because speaking out is so difficult.
Flounder. Miss
often
Flounder.
has a smell.
Don't use my last name. My name's Camille, and I smell like fish. But don't use my last name.
And I teach and I used to model.
Yeah.
That narrows it down. It's between me and one girl.
Name because speaking out is so difficult often has a smell, a pungent, unpleasant odor.
Wow.
Like spoiled fish.
Oh,
Not
boy.
even regular fish. Spoiled fish.
Spoiled fish.
And the eyes all cloudy.
At least the gills are all dried up. At least she smell like a fresh, nice cut of tuna.
Yeah, some salmon.
Right.
Swimming upstream.
Something nice and fresh.
Do you think she has some days where she doesn't smell like it and then she starts to get a whiff and she just wants to bite her arm? You just want to bite your own skin.
You're so mad
Why
at yourself.
You should just work at like the fish market.
Work at a sushi restaurant.
All the time. Sleep there. Sleep on the ice with the fish. Luca Brasi had sex with her.
Yeah, she smells like Luca's vest.
I didn't know why I was emitting such a strong odor, and it's not just body odor. I mean, it can fill an entire room.
Wow.
And recently it filled an auditorium.
An auditorium?
It's a very heavy, intense, dark, deep smell.
Dark.
Jeez.
Wow, man. Picture.
I'd still take a shot at that.
Well, but she also looks like a trout. She kind of looks like a fish.
I know. Imagine if Steve met her, he'd just bite into her. I'm in love with that girl.
Pick her up with his claw. Bite her head off.
Her job as a teacher became excruciating.
I was so focused on, do I smell? Do I smell? Are they saying things? Are they whispering? Are they laughing about me? Same thing that I used to go through for my whole life.
Why does she smell? A smell that showers can't erase, that perfume can't cover. Wow. It's a medical mystery that Camille has struggled to understand for nearly 30 years.
What kind of music
It took her self-esteem.
The Exorcist.
Now it was taking her profession.
What is that smell?
I would open windows. I would leave the door open. I put fans in my classrooms. I mean, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
And inside you're feeling what?
Panic. Absolute panic.
Which is adding to
And
the smell.
pain. Right?
Oh, I would cry all the way home from school. All the time.
Yeah.
Stinking up your car that you'll never be able to sell.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
You need a ride. No.
Pedophile kicked her out a block later. I can't do this. You've changed my life. Go home, kid.
Hey, wait a minute. If she's being anonymous, why do we have a picture of her?
There's a picture of her.
Where's she
Please.
from, by the way? Where's she from?
Under the sea.
I love her.
Her job as a teacher became excruciating.
I was so focused on, do I smell? Do I smell? Are they saying things?
Yes,
Are they whispering? Are they laughing about me? Same thing that I used to go through for my whole life.
Why does she smell? A smell that showers can't erase, that perfume can't cover. It's a medical mystery that Camille has struggled to understand for nearly 30 years. It took her self-esteem. Now it was taking her profession.
I would open windows. I would leave the door open. I put fans in my classrooms. I mean, the whole 9 yards.
And inside you're feeling what?
Panic.
Fishy.
Absolute panic.
And pain, right?
Oh, I would cry all the way home from school.
Did it
all
make
the
you
time.
weep?
It'd be funny if they go to her house and she's sleeping under a giant piece of cheese, and they go, that might be the problem.
Cheese comforter.
Yeah.
Her childhood was no easier. Camille's ordeal began in first grade.
One of my teachers asked me if I was showering every day.
Say.
And from that point on, she kind of sat me in the corner of the classroom, and kids would call me a freak. They would tell me I smelled like horse manure, dead fish.
Dead fish. We're
Dead
instinctively
fish.
programmed to stay away from that smell because it helps keep us from eating spoiled or dangerous food.
Everyone thought she was holding Foundry CDs in her pockets.
Then there was work, one of her first jobs as a teller in a credit union.
And my supervisor would come by and spray my area with perfume, Lysol, and they put me in the drive-through section, which is separate from the rest of the
Drive-through
teller
section.
area.
People in the cars are smelling her through the drive-thru.
No, they put her in the vault.
Hey, you count the money again.
Keep criminals out.
This is a stick-up. Oh, ugh.
They throw her panties in the dumpster to keep the rats out.
Is there any closure on this story?
There's got to be a ray of light in this.
Blow those fishy brains all over the wall.
In a deep depression...
Showed a picture of a
Camille was
shotgun.
Guy went to third base with her. They said, what were you doing? He said, I was noodling. Thanks, folks.
In a deep depression, Camille was on the internet when a lucky click brought her the answer.
And all I did was type in fishy body odor. Then this one thing came up, trimethylaminuria. And they're saying that this chemical, trimethylamine, comes out of your body and smells like dead fish.
Trimethylaminuria, TMAU for short. Was there a name to her disorder? Other people who would understand? Another computer
Imagine those meetings.
brought up the TMAU Foundation and the woman behind it. Sandy also suffered from the disorder, though she didn't know it for years. In fact, she remembers even calling the maintenance man to her New York City apartment to check her bathroom.
It's you, lady.
It just smelled horribly. I thought maybe there was some kind of a problem with the sewer.
It wasn't the sewer, it was Sandy.
Wasn't the sewer, it was Sandy.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory.
There's something blocking my toilet up. Yes, miss. It's your hand.
That's disgusting. Who we got on the phone and stuff? I got to put my headphones on. Hold on.
Hi.
Do you think she goes to happy hour and gets chummy with her pals?
Goddamn fish.
But she didn't put two and two together until later when a coworker explained why everyone was complaining about the bad smell in the office.
She said, but Sandy, I have to tell you that it's coming from you. And I literally broke down because it all clicked and I realized
That's
she was
why I
telling
have no
the
friends.
truth.
Her search for that elusive TMAU diagnosis took years and her life savings.
I literally spent like $27,000 of my own money. Oh, I had like 8 different unnecessary and unwarranted surgeries.
It was a dentist who saved her.
Stinkectomy.
Sandy's breath made him suspect TMAU.
Wait, rewind that a little bit.
Breath?
Did he say Sandy's breath?
Yeah. Like she just stinks from everywhere.
Even her breath stinks like it?
I'll talk to her for 5. I'll date her and have sex with her for 10. She must have liked in school when it was fish stick day. Kind of covers up the whole thing. No, what?
And her life savings.
I literally spent like $27,000 of my own money. Oh, I had like 8 different unnecessary and unwarranted surgeries.
It was a dentist who saved her. Sandy's breath made him suspect TMAU.
Ew. You either have TMAU or you're a lesbian.
Looks down her mouth with that dental instrument, finds a license plate from Florida. She swam up from the warm water.
Got a black eye, lifeless eye.
Like a doll's eyes.
It rolls in the back of that head.
It's not the time or place to go out with a woman that smells like a fish.
In these people, a faulty enzyme causes the buildup of a chemical called TMA. And TMA smells like dead fish.
Wow.
Because it's a volatile chemical, it will come out through the lungs, it'll get into your sweat, your spit, and other body secretions. So that's how it imparts its odor to the individual.
Gets everywhere.
Every crevice.
Isn't that funny? She works in a school.
Of all the
when I'm doing the tuna.
Before I actually leave the house, I spray all of my clothes with Febreze, all up and down, and I also spray my feet and my socks.
I put lemon
Her
slices
whole
on
life,
myself.
Camille has never met anyone like herself. That is about to change.
Camille?
You stink.
We brought them together for the first time.
On a dock somewhere.
Camille credits Sandy with saving her from despair.
I honestly don't think I would be here right now if it weren't for you.
Sitting on a lobster trap.
Just to show you.
A trawler.
Only a bunch of mine.
Oh my.
These are the useless medications for conditions she didn't have.
I don't even remember what this one was for.
But it says have a pleasant day on the label, so,
This one, you're letting it go because you're not angry.
Sandy's hoping that her foundation will eventually find a cure for the isolating disorder.
Stinky Sandy.
Be our whole existence.
Defy you to breathe in her presence. The piano again.
And now that she can give it a name,
Mondo
Camille
friendless.
has finally told her boyfriend.
A boyfriend?
we're trying to work things out.
I bet.
I feel very positive about that. There's hope.
How hard up is he for a pretty face?
Oh, maybe he likes blowfish. You never know.
He owns a house. He owns a houseboat. You've never noticed.
Yeah, they just live by like the dump.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, his father always said, if it smells like my wife, tasty dish.
Sirius XM, the virus. You're listening to Anthony.